Hi everyone. In this week's book promo, I have two books by Burnett Ford. One from the start of her career and one from the very end. And I think they work better together rather than apart. A quick background on her: Ford spent 30 years as an editor before most people even thought of her as a writer. She started at Random House in 1972, founded Cartwheel Books at Scholastic, and became the first African American vice president at a major children's publisher. She said she stayed in mass market publishing on purpose because she wanted children to own good books, not just borrow them. She died recently in 2021. Well, semi-recently. The first book, Bright Eyes, Brown Skin, from 1990, written with Cheryl Willis Hudson and illustrated by Ford's husband, George Ford, was the first illustrator to win the Coretta Scott King Award. There isn't a plot exactly. It's a rhyming poem following four black preschoolers through an ordinary day. They hang up coats, play, share a snack, look in a mirror. The text names them piece by piece: bright eyes, brown skin, heart-shaped face, a dimple in the chin. George Ford paints realistically, and the specificity is the point. 4 different skin tones, 4 hair textures, and 4 builds. The page I'd hold longest is the mirror. A child sees herself, and we get to watch her see herself. The second book is Uncle John's City Garden from 2022, illustrated by Frank Morrison. This one is autobiographical, based on Ford's Uncle's Garden in Canarsie, Brooklyn in the 1950s. A girl and her older siblings spent a summer helping their Uncle John turn an empty lot into a housing project, into a vegetable garden. Each child picks what to plant. She takes okra, her sister takes tomatoes and onions, her brother takes corn and lima beans, which their mother points out makes succotash. A thunderstorm tests everything they built. The garden holds. Right before school starts, there's a barbecue with the best succotash anybody ever had. Morrison works in oil and spray paint, and the contrast carries the story. Warm, bright, moving figures in front. Flat gray housing towers behind. Mark 2 pages. The empty lot near the beginning, and the same lot midsummer with corn taller than the children. Hold them side by side and your class will name the change before you ask them to. For the classroom, I'd put Bright Eyes, Brown Skin in the first 2 weeks of school, in a self-portrait unit, or in any rhyme rotation. It's short enough to read twice in one sitting, which is how children end up memorizing it, so it's good to practice rereading. And fluency and prosody. Uncle John's City Garden works better as an anchor text stretched across a plant unit, measurement unit, and a community unit, especially if you have beans going in the windowsill. For the standards, Bright Eyes covers RFK2A for rhyme, RLK.7 for reading illustrations alongside the text, and Social Studies Key Idea K.1 on how a child's sense of self is shaped. Uncle John hits RL 2.7, Science Standards KLS1 and 2LS2 1-1. What plants need to grow?